All right, here we go. Oschino, welcome back.
What's up?
Welcome back.
What's up, man? Been about a month, 2 months.
Yeah, about a month and a half, something like that.
That feel long. Like something. No, what's up?
Something like that. Oh, by the way, who won the Super Bowl? Recently.
I don't know, man. I don't know. How about the Eagles,
I'm
man?
trying to remember who it was.
Oh my! I think we're gonna win again too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I think because they made it look easy.
Yeah. What do you mean?
They just ran through everybody real easy. You saw they blew them out in the Super Bowl.
I mean, you guys are going against the Chiefs, which is, those are not pushovers right there.
I know that's what I'm saying. They looked very good against the Chiefs.
Patrick Mahomes, and he's just legendary for pulling it off at the end.
If he'd have won that third Super Bowl, it'd have been over. He wouldn't have been past Tom Brady yet, but he'd been like even with him.
Well, no one's ever won 3 Super Bowls in a row.
No, never.
That's what I'm saying. It's never been done.
But still, I still wouldn't have put him past Brady for having 3 in a row.
How crazy was Philly after y'all won?
Insane. People getting hit by cars. One guy fell off a pole. Young guy.
I saw that. No, that was after you guys won the playoffs.
That wasn't the Super Bowl?
No, that wasn't the Super Bowl. It was
just imagine the Super Bowl. It was crazy. I wasn't going down there. It was crazy.
So Philly was just
Philly crazy
losing his mind.
So they just looking for anything like that to happen to just really go crazy. People, it was crazy down there. But nobody really, it wasn't that much violence or nothing down there. It was just a lot of people down there having fun partying.
Well, speaking of sports, LeBron and Stephen A. Smith got into it at a Lakers game.
I saw it.
Yeah. Basically, LeBron told him to keep Bronny's name out of his mouth.
That's understandable. That's his son at the end of the day.
It's his son, but he's also an NBA player.
I mean, yeah, but I guess he took it personal. I mean, everybody got a trigger. That must be his trigger. Don't talk about my son. Talk about me all you want. Don't talk about my son. I mean.
Well, look, if this was like his son and his son was just a private citizen going to school, going to college, minding his own business, and suddenly Stephen A. Smith started bashing him,
but what exactly did Stephen A. Smith say? That's the difference.
I listened to Stephen's response. He basically was saying how did he really describe it? He basically was saying how in the NBA, you never really have a superstar player have a superstar son. It hasn't happened yet. It could happen, but he doesn't anticipate it, and he thinks that Bronny is good, but not necessarily great, and so forth. I
mean, I agree with that. But I mean, living up to LeBron, though, I don't think nobody probably could do that. You know what I mean? Period.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like you have...
But like Jordan's son, they couldn't even get to the NBA. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Well, I mean, Jordan's son, Marcus, the one who got arrested?
None of them. Yeah.
But, Gary Payton's son made it.
Yeah, but they wasn't superstar.
They're
stars.
They're not superstars. I think that was Stephen's point, that there's no real superstars that have fathers who are superstars.
I think Carmelo Anthony's son might become a superstar.
Oh, he's that good?
Yeah, he good.
Really?
And he big.
Okay.
I mean, he might be. I think he'd be a superstar maybe, because that'd be like probably the first 2 that did it if he become a superstar, because he's still young.
I remember Ron Artest. I was at his house and his kids were there, and one of his kids was like super, super tall, but I don't think he really got that far.
I know.
Just being tall just doesn't do it.
Sometimes the dad be an okay player and the son become a superstar.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, that happens. Like
that happens.
Manute Bol and Bol. It's like I mean, but like it don't happen the other way around too often. You gotta live in the shadow of your father.
I feel you. And speaking of height, I interviewed this guy named Dynzell Sigers. He was 5'5", and he went to Turkey and got an operation and became 6 feet tall.
So what they like? Added something to his legs?
They cut his legs in half and put metal rods in his legs, in like his upper legs.
So what's getting? Hold up. So you cut your legs in half.
Okay, your thighs. Mm-hmm. Okay, so like the middle of your thighs, right? They cut those bones in half, and they put metal rods between the bones, and then every day you have like a little crank on the outside of your leg, slowly, and you open it a little bit, and it stretches it apart, and over time the bones are supposed to connect over the metal rods, and then they pull the metal rods out. But he did it twice. He did the upper legs, where he got, I think, 4 inches on his upper legs, and then he did another operation on his lower legs, like his shins. They cut those in half. He got another 3 inches on those. So he went from 5'5" to 6 feet.
And his life, there's no difference. Like I can't understand. Like I would never do that. I think the boy, I just never got to be on. I think YouTube or Instagram. Black boy, I think his name Bando Kev or something like that. He was saying he did it, but I thought it was a joke. I didn't know it was like a real thing you could really do.
Bandman Kevo.
Yeah, did he
I
really
called Kevo because I've interviewed him before.
Did he really
said
do that?
he was just trolling.
Oh, all right.
He wasn't serious.
Oh, all
but
right.
this guy actually spent like $80,000
to be taller.
to be taller. But how tall are you?
6'1".
Like I'm like 6'2". Yeah. So for us, we've never even thought about that. We're taller than most humans.
Yeah.
So I've never thought about being taller.
But if I had 80,000, I'm 5'5". I'm not spending. I just give the girl I was trying to get. I was impressing to be 6 feet. Give her the 80,000, and then we don't have to do all none of that surgery.
Yeah, and the crazy part about the surgery is that some people don't take the rehab seriously, and they end up losing their ability to walk.
That's too much.
They end up with walkers or even wheelchairs.
That's too much. I would never take the risk of just cutting my legs. That mean it was really bothering him. I mean, it was a real serious insecurity to do that. I can't imagine it.
He said it was about girls. He said, girls
but at least he had the right
returning
motivation.
death.
He had the right motivation. But if he got 80,000 to do that, he should be getting girls anyway.
Oh yeah, get a Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
It don't matter how you could be 5'0".
Better than that, give her the 80,000.
There you go.
I mean, cut the chase, give her right 80,000.
There you
right
go.
there.
I'm gonna give you 80,000.
Yeah, I mean, that's
be my girlfriend for a year
for sure. What?
Yeah, man. I mean, in terms of LeBron, listen, I feel at the end of the day, your son, I know he's your son, but he entered the NBA and he's going to get the same type of criticism that everyone else gets. You don't get a special pass just because you're LeBron and that's your son. It doesn't work that way.
But I think maybe him and Stephen A got a personal relationship.
I mean, Stephen A talked about that. He said that they know each other. They have each other's phone numbers. I mean, he knows like Rich Paul. And they could have talked and whatever, but he chose to, walk up to him, confront him.
That's unlike LeBron. Don't usually do stuff like that.
He never does stuff like that.
I don't know, maybe he's like, man, I'm a billionaire now. I'm
about to retire.
Yeah, I got to play. Yo, he was so big over Stephen A. Like he could have just smacked like the Incredible Hulk. Like
he could have picked him up and thrown him.
Like, just balled him up, put him in his pocket. That's you never really see LeBron like really do nothing violent before. But just imagine if he wanted to.
Yeah, but Stephen A. has this like rudeness about him.
You know,
because I remember this one time we were at a Jordan party, and we were standing in line to go home, and there was like a bus, it was like at a mansion. Mm-hmm. So like, you had like this bus that would take people back to the parking lot and so forth. So me and my security were in line, and he's behind us. And I'm like, oh, what's up? Stephen A. Vlad from Vlad TV. He goes, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, we cover you a lot. He goes, yeah, everybody does.
Yo, he one of them.
And I'm like, all right, man. I just turned around.
Yeah, he one of them.
Yeah, one of them.
One of the people that when they was younger, they probably just never got no place. So now they got to just, juice it for everything it's worth.
Yeah, I mean, look at him.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
They were showing him in high school.
He wasn't getting no type of girls in high school.
I think in high school he was averaging like 2 points a game or something.
2 points a game.
Yeah, they're like, you got you critiquing everybody's game, and he was averaging 2 points a game. I said, yeah, that's crazy. Like, But I think that's why they like him, because he says stuff that people don't like.
Yeah, I mean, I heard he signed like $100 million deal.
Yeah, 120.
Yeah,
but that's the whole thing about it. People think they don't like you, but they watch you when they don't like you.
Yeah, man, listen, you gotta have the haters. You gotta have the haters.
Without them, it don't work.
You have to have them. It's like the special sauce in every recipe is the haters. You don't put the haters in, it doesn't taste right.
Yeah, that's
no Diddy.
That's what it seemed like to me, right? I mean, controversy sells.